Gary, the recent statistics regarding use of the food banks over the last few months, a lot of them are shocking people. Are they shocking statistics?
They are shocking statistics because, I mean, when you think about it, what we're witnessing at our satellite centre is a lot of traumatised people. I mean, obviously there's lots of reasons why people need to come to Food Bank, and part of it is because of the benefit changes. And obviously this is affecting a lot of people with veteran tax and things that are just coming us and saying to us, look, what am I going to do? We're finding a lot more people now are in employment. So whereas before perhaps they were unemployed, now we're finding people that are employed, families that have got an income but cannot survive with the money that's coming into the home.
But the statistic from the Harlow base alone of over 400 children over that period, that's worrying, isn't it? It
is, because a lot of families are struggling, but also a lot of single people as well. I mean, I think it's a general thing, you know, when you look at single unemployment across the country, we're finding a lot more single people coming to us, and again, a lot more families, because it is difficult to make ends meet when you look at the increases of prices in things.
You're giving food away. Is there a sort of another role for you? Because what's the conversations like you have with people? Do people just come in, give the voucher, take the food and go? Are there a lot of conversations?
No, I think first of all when people come through the door they're quite traumatised often. Often they're in tears, often they're very embarrassed. They've never had to ask for food in this country before, so they don't quite know what to do and how to do it. So the first thing we always do is make them feel relaxed. We just say, you know, who we are, welcome, would you like a drink, are you hungry, would you like something to eat? We can make you something to eat if you're hungry. Just sit them down really. We don't counsel them in any way. We just sit there and give them support. We get their vouchers, just check it through, and then we make it as easy as possible for them. We get their food together and give them their food in plain carrier bags or Tesco's or Sainsbury's carrier bags, so that when they go out it's not got Food Bank all over it. And we just make them feel comfortable. You know, and it is extremely uncomfortable for many of them when they have to do this.
You're not a political organisation, but do you feel sometimes you might get manipulated into political dialogue?
I think we're very fortunate with our MP Robert Halfon, who has been absolutely fantastic in giving us support whenever we've needed it. So I would say, even though at times he can work against his own party, he's always been very, very keen to help us. So I'm encouraged by that. And Susie Stride as well, the prospective Labour candidate, she's been very good as well. So yes, we are often, they try to pull us in, not so much Robert and Susie, but you know, often in arguments or discussions people will always throw, well, the Conservatives said this or Labour said that. I always like to think, you know, we are independent, we do not fall with any party, we are there to support the community. So what we try and do is work with the different parties and try and work together to actually enhance and benefit the people in our community.
You're here in the office here in Wych Elm. You're over at the centre next to the Playhouse, next to St Paul's. But we see you around the town quite a lot, don't we, doing different things. Is that getting your message out? I
think so. I think there's a lot of interest in Food Bank generally. I mean, we're part of the Trussell Trust network of food banks, although we're all totally independent. And I think with a lot more presence on television, you know, the more people want to know about Food Bank. They hear about it, but they don't quite understand what it's about really. And it's not just about putting food in a bag. You know, it's a well organised and well structured system that we have, and we work with professional agencies. So most of the frontline care professional agencies in the town we are working in partnership with, and they're the agencies that are working with deprived families, single people, Women's Refuge, ADAS, CDAT, working with drugs and alcohol. So they're the people that really know when people are struggling, people they're working with, and they will refer them to us and give their clients a voucher, and they can get their emergency food.
Have you got enough room at St Paul's?
Generally we haven't got enough room anywhere really. I think we estimate at the moment we'll probably bring in over 50 tonnes of food this year. We're already up to 27 tonnes, but also 22 tonnes have gone out in the first 6 months, and I think what we're trying to do is to store a little bit more, because obviously we're seeing, like at the moment, a 53% increase in referrals. So you know, it's quite a challenge. Lock and Store in Edinburgh Way have been absolutely fantastic. and given us free storage. We've had to increase that now, and obviously we'll need to pay a little bit more money for that, because obviously we take up quite a big area there. But they've been brilliant, because they take food in for us, they hold it in stock for us with no charge, put it on our bays. They're giving us a vast area free of charge. But we are looking for a warehouse of our own. So that's one of the things that we're sort of we're keeping an eye on, really, to see if we can get a local business to say, well, come on, work alongside us. We're more than happy to use some of our warehouse space, and we'll do our work, and we'll work in partnerships. That's the real vision we have.
But you may be the only organisation in Harlow that doesn't like being in the growth industry.
Well, it's sad in many ways. I love what motivates me and most of my team is not money, because we don't earn a great deal of money. It's all about people. And I think it is about having a heart for your own town. I've lived in this town for most of my life, probably 57 years, right from a young boy. So I've seen the town grow up. I've seen it develop as a new town, and I've seen it in some ways, with more deprivation, and as we see now, a lot less income to develop the town. But so I think we've got a real heart for Harlow. It's all about caring for your neighbour, caring for the people you live with or live near, and try and support them through a time of difficulty.
Gary, thank you very much.